Have you ever felt like your breakup was a wound that just wouldn't close? You delete the photos, you try to stay busy, you tell yourself you're over it. But then a song plays, or you get a text from a mutual friend, and wham! The grief hits you all over again, fresh and sharp. It's like an emotional boomerang. What if I told you that's not a sign you're weak, or that you're not healing right? What if I told you that's a predictable, psychological phenomenon, and that by understanding it, you can finally stop the cycle? Welcome. This is Growth Oracle, and in this episode, we're not just talking about getting over a breakup. We're talking about how to transform it. We're going to uncover the 3 secret stages that most people skip, the stages that move you from heartbroken to whole.
Before we get to the solution, we have to name the problem. And the problem for so many people is what I call the emotional boomerang effect. You throw all your energy into moving on, you force yourself to go no contact, you put on a brave face, but because you haven't addressed the core attachment wounds, your unresolved emotions always come flying back. You're either stuck in sadness, or consumed by anger, or secretly hoping they'll return. This is especially intense when you're dealing with a partner who has a dismissive-avoidant attachment style. They are the masters of push and pull. And just when you start to finally let go, that's often when they feel the loss and come circling back. It's a psychological trap. And your mission is to break free from it.
So, how do we break the cycle? It's not one step. It's a process. Here is your 3-stage map. Step 1, the strategic silence, beyond no contact. Everyone talks about no contact. But most people do it wrong. They see it as a waiting game, 30 days until they text me. That's not healing, that's strategy. The real purpose of this silence is not about them, it's about you. It's creating a vacuum. For the first time in possibly years, you are removing their energy, their opinions, their presence from your daily life. And in that silence, your own feelings and your own voice can finally be heard. Practical exercise, I want you to get a journal. And for the next 7 days, every time you have the urge to check their social media or send a text, I want you to open that journal and write one sentence that starts with, "Right now, I am feeling." No filter. No judgment. This simple act transfers that obsessive energy outward and onto the page, and it starts to build self-awareness.
Step 2, the story detox. After a breakup, our mind is a minefield of stories. I'll never find love again. It was all my fault. If only I had done X, we'd still be together. These stories aren't facts, they are the fuel for your suffering. In this stage, we become archaeologists of our own thoughts. We gently dig them up and ask, is this 100% true? What's another way to look at this situation? Let's take the story, I'm unlovable. Is that true? Can you list 5 people in your life who love you? Your friends, family, even your pet? See? The story collapses under scrutiny. When you question the story, you drain it of its power.
Step 3, mapping your new world. You've created silence that you've detoxed the old stories. Now, you have a clean slate. This stage is about actively building the life you want to step into. This isn't just keeping busy. This is intentional design. What does your ideal day look like? What hobby did you abandon? What friend have you neglected? What version of yourself have you always wanted to meet? Actionable roadmap, I want you to draw a simple circle. Divide it into 4 sections: social, physical, mental, passion. In each section, write one tiny, achievable action for this week. In social, it could be call a friend for a 15-minute chat. In physical, it could be take a 20-minute walk Tuesday and Thursday. You are not just moving on from a relationship, you are moving towards a new, more complete you. This is how you transform grief into growth.
So let's recap your path to transformation. 1. Strategic silence, create space to hear yourself. 2. Story detox, challenge the narratives that cause you pain. 3. New world mapping, actively build the life you deserve. This is how you ensure that when that boomerang tries to come back, whether it's your own grief or an ex realizing what they lost, you are no longer in the same place. You've already moved on to richer, more fulfilling territory.
If this podcast resonated with you, if you felt seen and understood, then you have a duty to yourself. Take one step from this framework today. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And your step is waiting. If you found this valuable, the most powerful thing you can do is to share it with one friend who you know is struggling with a broken heart. Be the person who gives them the map. And of course, subscribe to the Growth Oracle and hit the notification bell, because we go deep on topics like this every week.
Thank you for investing in your healing. You've got this.